Greetings, everyone. We will be presenting some examples of open software, open source software, rather, as well as an overview of the software, its advantages, and some misconceptions about each of them. And our group is composed of Ann Makerset Magallanes, Rospe Lozano, I, May Verde II, Mylene Padilla, Philip Jomar Monterola, and Sarah Villar. Next slide, please. So before we proceed, we must first know what an open source software is. So it is a computer software that is released under a license in which the copyright holder grants users the rights to use, study, change, and distribute the software and its source code to anyone and for any purpose. And open source software may be developed in a collaborative public manner. So in simple terms, an open source software is software that anyone can inspect, modify, enhance, and do whatever they want, given that they have the source code and that they are granted access to do so. Now, let's move on to some examples of open source software that we will be presenting. These are Linux, Mozilla Firefox, and WordPress. So first up, we have Linux. Let's first dive into the history of Linux. So the Linux operating system traces its roots back to 1991 when Linus Torvalds, or Linus as it should be pronounced as, is a Finnish computer science student. He released the first version of the Linux kernel, and Torvalds developed it as a hobby project to create a free and open source alternative to proprietary operating systems. And over time, Linux gained popularity and attracted contributions from developers worldwide. Its modular design, stability, security, and compatibility led to its adoption in various domains, including servers, supercomputers, embedded systems, and even smartphones. And today, Linux has evolved into a robust ecosystem with numerous distributions such as Ubuntu, Fedora, and CentOS, and enjoys widespread use and the community support smartphones and embedded systems. And it has a large and active community of developers contributing to its ongoing development, security patches, and feature enhancements. Now, let us move on to things about Linux. So, Linux is one of the most well-known and widely used open source software projects, and it is a free and open source operating system kernel that serves as the foundation for numerous Linux distributions. And Linux provides a powerful and customizable platform for various devices, including servers, desktop computers, and smartphones, as well as embedded systems. It has a large and active community of developers, as I've said earlier, contributing to its ongoing development, security patches, and feature enhancements. Next slide, please.
The features of Linux operating system is a multitasking, multi-user capacity, file system, security, and GUI. So these are the features of Linux operating that use nowadays. Next slide, please. Benefits of Linux. Linux has free and open source an OS, secured and reliable, easy to install, system applications, lightweight, flexible, variety of supported systems, large community support. So these are the benefits of Linux that is truly and timely and that every one of us has the freedom to use about Linux. Now let's move on to its misconception. Linux is difficult to use, as they say. Linux is only for experts. Linux doesn't have software and app support. Linux is less secure than other OS. I just want to make a clarification that Linux is actually an operating system. So these are the common misconceptions about Linux. About it's difficult to use like that, and for experts only, and doesn't have software and app support. And lastly, is less secure than other operating system. So that's it for Linux.
So let's proceed to history of Mozilla Firefox. Mozilla Firefox was the first browser with tabs. The first known web browser with tab support or tabs is InternetWorks in 1994. Mozilla Firefox displays web pages incorrectly. Web page layouts or how a web page appears depends on how the browser implements and handles the code in which the website is written in HTML, CSS, and etc. Some features of certain websites may not be compatible or are not available in Mozilla Firefox. Next slide please. So Mozilla Firefox, or simply Firefox, is a free and open source web browser developed by the Mozilla Foundation and its subsidiary, the Mozilla Corporation. It uses the Gecko rendering engine to display web pages, which implements current and anticipated web standards. Next slide please. Features of Mozilla Firefox: extensions and add-ons, multi-process memory use, private browsing, ad blocker, customization, fingerprint blocking, syncing, feature-in-feature, and password manager.
So, here are some misconceptions of Mozilla. First is Mozilla is against commercial interest. As a non-profit organization, Mozilla's primary mission is to protect and advance the open web, user privacy, and online freedoms. However, this doesn't mean that Mozilla is against commercial interests or the involvement of businesses. Mozilla collaborates with various partners, including commercial entities, to promote open standards and technologies that benefit the web as a whole. Second is, Mozilla is only a web browser. While Mozilla is well known for its popular web browser, Firefox it is much more than just a browser. Mozilla is a global non-profit organization dedicated to promoting openness, innovation, and user privacy on the web. In addition to Firefox, Mozilla develops and supports various open source projects, initiatives, and technologies that aims to improve the internet ecosystem. Third misconception is Mozilla only focuses on desktop browser. While Firefox is most commonly associated with desktop browsing, Mozilla also developed browser versions for mobile devices. Firefox Mobile is a mobile web browser available on Android devices that offers similar features and privacy protection as its desktop counterpart. The last one is Mozilla is a small organization. Mozilla is a significant organization with a global presence. It has a large and diverse community of contributors, developers, and volunteers who actively participate in various projects and initiatives. Mozilla's influence extends beyond its product, as it's actively engaged in policy advocacy, internet standards development, and collaboration with other organizations to shape the future of the web.
The third example of a open source system is a WordPress. WordPress began as a blogging platform created by Matt Mullenweg and Mike Little in 2003. WordPress was initially focused on simplifying the process of creating and managing blogs, but it quickly evolved into a versatile content management system, or the CMS. The open source nature of WordPress allowed developers to contribute themes, plugins, and enhancements, making it more flexible and customizable. Its user-friendly interface extended extensive plugins, ecosystem, and robust community support contributed to its widespread adoption. Today, WordPress powers a significant portion of websites globally, ranging from personal blogs to complex e-commerce platforms. WordPress is an open source content management system that powers millions of websites worldwide. It provides a user-friendly interface and a wide range of themes and plugins to customize websites according to individual needs. The open source nature of WordPress allows developers to contribute its core software, themes, and plugins, expanding its functionality and ensuring its continuous improvement. WordPress active community and extensive documentation make it accessible to users of varying technical expertise.
Basic characteristic of WordPress. One is easy to manage. Second, safe and secure. Third is reliable and flexible. SEO friendly and multilingual. Simple integrations, cost effective, and open source. Next. Benefits of WordPress. Flexible and adaptable of changing needs. User-friendly, even for beginners. And themes offer multiple options. Plugin extend functionality. WordPress sites ranks high. WordPress sites are mobile responsive. WordPress sites have a built-in blog. And WordPress community offers support. Si WordPress kasi ang ino-offer niya is user-friendly, which is pwede siya for beginners kasi para ka lang nag-upload na or nag-edit sa social media kung gagamitin mo siya. Kung may nakapag-open na dito sa WordPress, para lang siyang ganun, edit ka lang ng text, tsaka yung i-upload mo lang na photos is based dun sa requirements ni WordPress. Then if ever may gusto kang theme, since theme-based kasi siya, bago mo i-start yung WordPress na gagawin mo or site na gagawin mo, mamimili ka muna sa mga themes na sa kanila na meron, which is merong paid, merong free. Then meron din mga plugins, which is kung gusto mong, for example, nasa plugin yung for WordPress mo, then gusto mo siyang gawing e-commerce or for business, maglalagay ka lang ng plugin sa kanya para mag-work siya or maging e-commerce store siya. Then SEO friendly siya, which is yung mga keywords kailangan mo lang ilagay dun sa WordPress site para maging para ma-adapt niya yung mga SEO, para pag once if ever na gusto mo siyang ilagay sa SEO or i-subscribe siya for SEO, andun na yung mga keywords niya. And mobile responsive, halos lahat naman na ng sites na ginagawa na ngayon is mobile responsive na. For example, i-check mo siya sa mobile, tablet, or laptop. Nag-adapt yung size ng screen for ng website. Then, si WordPress meron din siyang ino-offer na support, which is, I'm not sure if for international lang. Next. Common misconception is WordPress is it's not secure. Though si WordPress kasi, which is nagkaroon na ng concern before na ginawa naman na nilang significant na naging improving yung mga security nila over the years, which is yung core na nila is yung mga nag-update sila mga vulnerabilities, which is ayun, pwede rin naman sila kasi si WordPress kasi is pwede ka rin maglalagay ng mga plugins or add-on security, like for example mga anti-malware. Then WordPress is not suitable for large website, nilagay na yun, pero usually kasi si WordPress nga, since may mga plugin na siya, so pwede na siya mag-use for business or for e-commerce platform. Then WordPress is just for blogging. Ayun nga, since na-develop na si WordPress, since nagkaroon na siya ng mga plugin, and nagkaroon din siya ng, meron din kasi siyang content management system, which is pwede mo na siya i-edit dun mismo sa WordPress na site or admin or backend ng WordPress kung tawagin nila. Kasi before yung mga website is na-edit lang through source code o hard-coded siya. Then WordPress is difficult to use kasi siya for beginners. Siguro marami kasi sa pasikot-sikot si WordPress. So ayun nga, sabi ko nga, para lang siyang social media or Facebook kung mag-upload ka. So, ang kailangan mo lang talagang i-check yung mga ilalagay mo and yung kailangan yung photos na i-upload mo sa kanya is required dun sa size na hinihingi ni WordPress.
So to end our presentation, here is a little takeaway that we can provide you. An open source software is a software with source code that anyone can inspect, modify, and enhance. And some of these open source softwares are Linux, which is an operating system, Mozilla Firefox, which is a web browser, and WordPress, which is an open source content management system. And through our presentation, we hope that you get to know more or something and WordPress, as well as their advantages and some misconceptions about them. That is it for our presentation, and thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you!